Hello everyone, it's me, Janine, back again. Excuse coat, I'm cold today. It's freezing, isn't it? It's cold where you are. I'm so cold, so I've got my jacket on. I'm going to have a go at making bread today. I've got no bread in, so I thought I bought this the other week. It's Spelt wholemeal flour. I think it's one of the easiest ones with the kneading process, so when I've looked at stuff, the kneading in this is not as great as some that you have to knead. As you all know, I've got the energy of a gnat, so thought get this, and it's the least kneading needs to be done. Still a little bit of kneading, but better. And I thought, do you know what? I think I've said before, I've made soda bread, but I thought let's have a go at making a loaf. So this recipe on the back of here, which is what I'm copying, it says a £2 loaf tin. I've only got a £1 one, so I'm going to half the measurements. So it wants 500 grams of this flour, so I'm going to use 250. 1 teaspoon of Dove's Farm quick yeast. Well, I haven't got that, but I've got yeast, Allinson's. And it's the same thing. What's the worst that can happen? It mightn't work, but you know what? I've got it in, so I'm going to use it. It's all about using your store cupboard ingredients that you've got in. So it says 1 sachet makes a big loaf, so I'm going to use half of that. And then it says 1 teaspoon. You have to excuse Cece, she's running around. She's having a mad, you might see her in the background. She's having a mad, oh yeah, there she is. She's having a mad 5 minutes. 1 teaspoon of sugar, so I'm going to use half of one of these instead of sugar. Have a go, see if it works. We can only try, can't we? So half, because one of them is the equivalent to 1 spoon of sugar. 350 ml of tepid water, so I'll use 175. I had to ask Alexa what tepid water is. It's just warm. So 1 teaspoon of salt, so I'll use half. But I've only got this type of salt, so I might add a bit less. As I said before, you can always add, but you can't take away salt. So, and then 1 tablespoon of oil. So I've got some oil here. I'm going to use half of that. What one's that? Groundnut oil. And oil to line the tin. So I'm going to use my food processor to zhuzh it all up. And then once that's done, you have to knead it 100 kneads. And then put it in a bowl and cover it up. Let's have a nosy, I've read it. Cover the dough bowl, dough bowl with a large upturned mixing bowl. Oh, and leave in a warm place for the dough to double in size, which will take about an hour. Brush oil around the inside of a 1 kilogram, £2 loaf tin. I'm only using the pound one, aren't I? So yeah, so that's where we're at. So bear with, I'm just gonna get my food processor out and all that, okay? So as always, that's what I do. I put whatever I'm using, what bowl I'm using, on my scales, and then I press the on 0 button, so it brings it back to naught with the plastic bowl or whatever you're going to use on top, and then it just saves you dirty in another bowl, doesn't it? So what does it say? Bear with me 1 second. It says put the flour, yeast and sugar into a large bowl, done that, and then blend them together. Pour in the water, and when everything looks craggy and lumpy, stir in the salt and the oil. Using your hands, gather everything together into a doughy mass. Well, I'm not going to do that because I'm doing it in the food processor, aren't I? So I'll do that, add all that, and then we'll see where we're up to, eh? Bear with me. So this is what I did as well. I used the same philosophy again, bear with me. So the yeast, I put that onto 0, weighed the whole packet and it weighed 12. So I knew I needed half, so I took 6 out. Does that make sense, guys? Just makes everything a little bit more easier, doesn't it? So what I've done there is I've got one of them stevia tablets and crushed it with 2 spoons. You know, like if you're crushing tablets, and then I'm going to use half of that because that's the equivalent to 1 spoon of sugar. Okay, and I'm only doing half the measurements for a £1 tin, aren't I? So bear with, guys. So this is it before I add the water, tepid water, 175 mils. Bear with me, I'll show you. So I've just pulsed it for about 20 times. That's got the yeast in because it's the fast acting yeast, isn't it? So don't need to do all that where you add it to water apparently. So we shall see, we shall see. Bear with me. So I've poured in the water slowly, and then I'm just going to give it a mix round now and see how it goes. Okay? So it says mix it till it looks craggy. Well, I've asked Alexa and she can't tell me what craggy means, so I'm just going to have to play it by ear, aren't we? This is what it looks like. Oh, I added the salt and the oil as well. I forgot to add that. I gave it a sniff and I thought there was something missing. It was the salt and the oil. So this is what it looks like, guys. So it looks all right. Mindful, I didn't want to over mix it. Do you get me? So anyway, it's trial and error, isn't it? I am tempted. Just gonna get this off the oh, I'm never getting to Hollywood, am I, to make movies. It's this kitchen as well, it's so tiny. Everything's like a military operation, do you know? So I'm gonna endeavour to get this off. Oh crikey, I'll have to pause you guys, hold on. Right, this is me needing, I don't know, it says need for 100 times. I think it feels pretty wet. I've added some flour, but I'm going to trust the process, as they say. My first time, so see what happens. Just feels a bit wet to me, but I've followed the measurements, see what I'm saying? But just keep going. More on my blunken hands than there is on me. Doesn't look very big either, does it? Oh, crikey malikey, if nothing we have a laugh. Right, I'm going to pause, but kneading is pushing it, putting it back. So 100 of these. Feels a bit sticky to me, but as I say, I've done soda bread and that's very sticky, so I'm just, oh, it's actually, it's taking a bit of shape now. I'll take it all back. So, oh yeah, look. Oh gosh, yeah, see? It's coming together, isn't it? Trust the process, guys, so keep going. How many have we done? Oh, crikey. So it's a messy business, isn't it? But we'll see how we get on. Oh, life's for living, isn't it? Do you know, if you don't try something new, then you think, you know, if you don't come out your comfort zone and, you know, do something that you think, well, you know, I might come back to you after and say to you, didn't work. It's tough as old boots, but we've had a go and it's all a laugh, isn't it? So I'm going to carry on kneading. I was tempted to put some nuts in, but nuts have got oil in them, haven't they? So I don't know. I'll have a think while this is rising. It's got to sit there for an hour and rise. So it's quite therapeutic, this. All right, I'm pausing now. So I'll speak to you later. All right. So just show you quick before I put it in the bowl. So it's still quite sticky, but it's more pliable. I won't mess about with it too much because, as you can see, it's sticky. So it's going in the bowl now. I'm going to cover it for an hour. Hold on. All I've done is put it on this my glass work surface thingy. Sorry. And I've covered it. Look. And that's going to sit there for an hour now. Rising, proving. Okay? Right, see you after. Hello. It says on it as well on the flour packet. Put it in a warm, cover it with the bowl like I've showed you. Where's James Martin when you need him? And put it in a warm place. Well, I haven't got a warm place at home. And it's cold today. So what I've done is I've put a blanket on it too. I'll show you. That should be warm enough, shouldn't it? So, it looks like a bomb, says. So I'm having a little sit down now. Yeah, but that should keep it warm, shouldn't it? Yeah, I've got one cupboard that's got my combi boiling in, but you wouldn't get a big bowl like that. It's not practical, is it? So I'm going to take a cutting board, a glass cutting board and a big bowl to a little cupboard. So I've put a jacket on it. It'll be all right, won't it? We'll see. So that gets covered for an hour, and then, bear with me. Leave it a warm place for the dough to rise. Double in size, which should take about an hour. I've set Alexa. Brush oil around the inside of a £2 loaf tin. I've got a £1 one. I won't do that yet because it's not ready. So I'm not going to oil me tin, am I now? And then it says knead the dough for another 100 presses. Shape the dough and put it into your prepared tin. Cover the tin with the large upturned mixing bowl. This large upturned mixing bowl is going to have to be big, isn't it? I mean, the one I've got is big. Thank God I've only got a £1 baking tin. I don't think I'd be able to do it if I had a £2 one. So cover it with that again, and leave to rise in a warm place for another 35 minutes. Getting this 12 o'clock tonight. A good job I did morning for me tea, isn't it? Right, so, and then I might add a few nuts on top, you know, like a few sunflower seeds. I think that'd be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see how it turns out. I might lift the bowl in an hour and it's still flat as paint. It would be positive. Got to be positive, haven't we? So I'll leave it with you now. Now I'll leave you to it. Well, I'll be back and doing the next bit, so I don't know why I said that, but and then we'll see what happens in an hour. I am quite excited to see whether it works. That's the thing with cooking, bacon. I say bacon, I don't mean bacon as in porky pig, it's my accent. Baking, then I do like it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I made some biscuits, you know. I know I've made them before, haven't I? But I've got to try it, people. If you're not, please do. Right, I made biscuits and I just love everything now in the food processor. I don't measure anymore, and it's just so nice to have like instead of having like, you know, I normally have my chocolate overnight, don't I? I'm not saying I won't have my chocolate overnight, but last night I had one of these biscuits and I used the last one, so I thought I've got to make some more. So I did. I'll show you them. Bear with me. See them in there? Let me just take the lid off. Excuse me, frying pan. There's the... Oh, crikey. Yeah. Now, to some, these might be a little bit overcooked, but to me, they're delicious. Look at them. I know they are brown around the edges, but that's how I like them. But look at them. I just flung a load of stuff by eye into me food processor. It's my new best mate, my food processor now. It was some seeds, some nuts, some honey, half a banana, some peanut butter, bit of chocolate, and my porridge oats, and that was it. And I just blitzed it all up, and then I got it out. It's sticky. And then I'm going to do this when I feel it's perfected. I say this every time my daughter tastes them, or my friend Dave downstairs tastes them. They go, "The lovely mum," or Dave goes, "The lovely Janine." We had a joke. I said, "Don't break your teeth." Anyway, he said, "My teeth aren't broke." He said, "They're really nice." But I always think, oh, just do one more and then I can do a really, really good one for you. But next time I do them, I'm just going to film it again so you can just see how easy it is without measurements. Anyway, I digress. That's it there, doing the doings. I'm going to have a drink now and just wait with bated breath. And that's the exciting thing about baking. You don't know what it's going to turn out like, and when it does turn out, it's the best feeling in the world. And I can't stress enough, you're eating such good stuff that you've made yourself, and you can make it with love. And there's not one person that I've given something to that has not said, and it's not put a smile on the face. What's the best way to show you love people? Through the stomach, because it comes from the heart. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and I wouldn't think, yeah, I'm absolutely fantastic at it. I'm a good novice. I think I am, and I think it's good because I enjoy it, and people love it when you make things for them. They really do. See you later. Hello. It's work. Look. It's risen. Right, so I've got to knead this for another 100 presses and then put it in me cake tin. Me bread tin. I've greased that, I've oiled it, can you see? And I am tempted to stick a few nuts on top. Bear with, guys, while I do another knead. So there it is, guys. Just give you a little side view like that, that's better. Just hope it rises a bit, and we'll see. I don't know whether to add some seeds. I might do 1 minute. There you go. I've added them just for a bit of ambience. And now I'm going to put it in the oven. It didn't give the gas mark on the flour, so I've googled it. Alexa said it's gas mark 4 for 40 minutes. So I'm going to pop it in the oven now, and we'll see what happens. Keep your fingers, your toes, and everything crossed. And so we wait. So it's in the oven. I've just had a little look through the glass window. It's rising. It's looking hopeful, guys. Everything crossed. Right. Back to it. Hello, I'm back. So, my loaf's ready. When I tipped out the loaf tin, all the seeds fell off. So note to self, don't do that again, because it didn't work. But this is it. So it's I don't know what it's supposed to look like really. So, but some might say it's thin. I think it's bloody brilliant. It's done. It's nice and springy, look. So I'm really made up with that. Next time I do it, I'm going to put the seeds in and mix it in. And this is it cut. So I'm going to have a taste test now. Oh yeah. Just pause while I chew. It's very good. And I'm not just saying it because I made it myself. Well, I'm shocked. Do you know, I thought, you know, the way it was so gloopy, I thought, I've done something here, but I haven't. And you know what? That's amazing, isn't it? So, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely over the moon, guys. Do you know? And this is what I was saying before. Just have a go. I haven't got any butter out the fridge, hence why I can't put any butter on. It's rock hard in the fridge. Normally I take a little bit out at a time and put it in a little ramekin, but I haven't done that. Here's my ramekin. I'll show you that. I just take a bit, you know, because I live on my own, so take a bit out at a time, squash it in that, put it in a little plastic bag, you know, like a food bag, keeps fresh on the side, just saves it going off and going to waste. Another budget friendly, another budget saver. What was I going to say? So I'm just goes to show, doesn't it, that when you try and do something, it can work. And I don't think I've ever had, have I had anything yet that hasn't worked? I haven't, have I? Obviously when I first started with my biscuits and that, but I've not had anything that's not been edible, and I've not had anything that's, you know, so people haven't asked me for more of, so that's a good thing, isn't it? And I know Kay, my friend, you know my friend, she does a lot of my dishes, and she says she's doing the you know, the tomatoes with the beans with the egg. that I've done. And she's done that twice now. So it's just a way to, you know, get, it doesn't cost, once you get your stubborn cupboard, your store cupboard ingredients in, which is a bit of an outlay, but I just bought little things week by week. I'm on a budget, I'm on my own, do you know what I mean? So, you know, I haven't got loads of money, I haven't got a fantastic job, but it's just a way. Now that loaf, I think the flour cost me £3, £2 or £3. The yeast was about 50p. That's 2 packets, so I'll get 4 goes out of that. I'll get at least 6 goes out the flour. Pardon me. What did you use? Some water, some salt. Got it in your cupboard, haven't you? What else went into it? Some oil. Got that in your cupboard. I've always got seeds and that in the cupboard. Yeah, I put that in next time. Next time would I add a bit more yeast? I don't know, because is that how it's supposed to rise? Is it a small loaf? I suppose it is a small loaf, but what I can say is it is springy. Can you see the way it springs back? And you say tap it, and if it sounds hollow, it's cooked. Now what I did do, it said 40 minutes, and as I say on that flour packet, it didn't tell me what gas marks put it on. Put it on for, it said 40 minutes. I took it out, tipped it out, tapped it, and I thought, no, it's not done. Didn't sound hollow. So put it back in. What's the worst thing can do? Be a bit overcooked. That's absolutely fine, isn't it? So I made up with that. It is dead tasty. You can't tell that I haven't used sugar. It's not too salty. It's absolutely lovely. So that'll do me now. Meals, how many days? You know what I mean? So, and I get something out of it. It makes me feel, it gets me in the kitchen, it gets me eating, because I'd be lazy and I just have what was there. It saves me money. You know, I don't go shopping half as much as I used to, so speculate to accumulate, and it's just good, and it's good wholesome food. So I could have that toasted, a bit of egg, bit of avocado, whatever. Anyway, so it worked. I had faith in myself, put my little blankets on me bell, didn't I, and thought, it's gonna work, guys, it's gonna work, and it did. So you have a go. I'm gonna get off now. I'm gonna get my gym jams on and go to bed. I know it's early, but I'm shattered, so that's loud, isn't it? It's my life, and I'll live it how I want to live it. I'm a happy bunny with me Poochie. She's gone to bed because she was overtired. She's getting a bit ratty. All right then, so Cece's my dog. If you haven't watched another video, you might know that. Guys, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. And as always, be kind to yourself and love yourself. Night night. Take care. Bye bye.